The Awakening. It is the collection of the spiritual discourses given by Swami Ananda Vinod, translated by Prastuti Shrestha and read by Sunny Shrestha. Swami Ananda Vinod has been traveling his spiritual journey for over 35 to 40 years and is a renowned name within Nepal. Countless number of people have joined and benefited from his initiative, popularly known as Vishwa Jagaran Abhiyan, the World Awakening Mission. Dear listeners, you may consider his words to be an insane man's outcry. But once you have read or listened to this book, I am sure that your journey towards the truth will begin at whichever level you are. This book shall be a great help for you on your spiritual path. And thus the name, The Awakening, a friend for the truth seekers.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Chapter 5. Let's love our children. A child is pure and innocent, but in the process of growing up, their simplicity is lost. Society makes them clever and deceitful. The world does not give due respect and rights to the child, so they learn to snatch their own rights and respect, which ultimately leads to dangerous consequences. To discriminate and mistreat a child is to plant the seeds of inferiority in their delicate heart. This can develop feelings of revenge and negativity in the child as they grow up. The discrimination and negativity towards a child finally ends up in revenge and destruction. This can be best explained with the help of this popular Nepali folktale. Once upon a time, there was a family of 4 consisting of grandfather, father, mother, and a small son. The grandfather was old, weak, and powerless. He used to consider himself a burden and always used to whine and complain. One day, the father bought a rucksack and put his father inside it forcefully to throw him down the hill. At that very moment, the small son came and asked his father, "Father, where are you taking grandfather? Are you going to throw him from the hill?" "Yes," replied the father. Then the son said, "Then bring back the rucksack after throwing the grandfather away." "Why?" asked the father. The child responded, "So that I can throw you away like you threw grandfather when you grow old." Today, parents should rather understand the children's sentiments and feelings than blindly imposing their wants upon them. Trying to control the children by threatening them of ghosts, etc., only creates fear and terror in the delicate minds of the children, which may even last for a whole lifetime. If a child is playing, shouting, and enjoying, and we are reading a newspaper at the same time, we shout at the child, telling him not to make noise. We scold and punish to read news full of death and destruction. We hurt the feelings of a child full of life and happiness. Is this right? There is no hard and fast rule that a child must be shouted at and scolded even if he does not behave decently. Let's give them knowledge, wisdom, and the opportunity to progress. Let's strive for the balanced development of a child. Then only the parental responsibilities can be fulfilled. Then only a child can be said to be born in a true sense. Otherwise, giving birth merely to the body and not to the soul can be compared to that of animals. It could be even worse than that because even animals have qualities like love and forgiveness which are vital for raising children. One important point is that In the process of purifying the soul of a child, we are purifying our own soul. If you love your child, if you plant the seeds of wisdom and morality in the child's mind, if you develop the strong roots of meditation in your own child, then you will find yourself transformed along with your child. When a sculptor carves a beautiful statue, he himself becomes beautiful in the process of carving. Without first becoming beautiful ourselves, we cannot give birth to beauty. Without becoming balanced ourselves, we cannot make others balanced. How can you make your child beautiful and pure if you yourself are cruel and impure? To form others, it is necessary that you form yourself first. Children are a great responsibility, a colorful responsibility, because a responsibility filled with love is always colorful. If we are loveful towards our children, then we quietly strive towards the balanced development of our children without any complaints. If there is no love, we shout, we complain, and blame society. But we should keep in mind that a child is never spoiled by society. A child is spoiled by us, our carelessness, negligence, and hatred. Let me put forward a story in this context. I have a brother who has only one son. His son is very playful, and whenever there are guests at the house, he is always busy playing. One day, my brother scolded his son badly by saying, "Why are you always playing? Don't you have to study? What will you do in the future if you act so stupidly?" Soon, we had dinner. After dinner, the son also came with us to watch TV, and my brother again started shouting, "Now that you are finished up with your playing, you are here to watch TV. Don't you have to study?" In my opinion, it is more of my brother's fault than his son. We adults don't need to watch TV and serials, but a small child needs entertainment. True? I kept on trying to convince my brother that it was not the boy's fault, but my brother was not ready to listen. His anger grew more and more, and he hit his son with a book at hand. The boy cried, "Oh Lord, if a child is to be brought up in this way, can our society ever be free from crime and violence?" This is a matter of serious concern for all. What we make makes us too. A creator cannot be freed from his creation. With the birth of a beautiful poem, a beautiful poet is also born. If we really love our children, we should try to see the scene in each one of us. Let's give our children love and affection. Let's not impose our wants and opinions on them. Let's not interfere. Let's help. Let's start the loveful behavior from our one home, from our one side, from our one children. Then only can a home be a temple and a society and nation become a heaven. Oh my dear friends, most of the youth today are going towards a dark path of life because they were not raised with love and affection in their childhood. So let's make a pledge through this Jagaran Abhiyan, awakening mission, to work for the betterment of our children, because children are God. We should mold them into responsible and loveful adults. Today, we have covered Chapter 5 of the Awakening series of the Spiritual Discourses given by Swami Ananda Vinod. Our next audio will cover Chapter 6 of the same series, in which Swamiji has expressed his views on originality, in which he teaches us the art of being original, where he reveals that originality is the key to being a successful and happy human being, and most importantly, where he reminds us to be thankful to God for our unique originality. Thank you for listening to this channel. Your comments and suggestions shall be highly appreciated, and looking forward towards your continuous support. Subscribe to our channel if you like our audio. Thank you.